Imagine you open a data set and everything looks perfect. But when you start analyzing it, suddenly you see duplicates, missing values, wrong dates, negative values, missing emails, and even spelling mistakes. This sounds familiar? Well, welcome to the real world of data analytics. Hello everyone, welcome back to DataPencil. In real projects, what happens? Data is almost never clean, right? In fact, analysts spend nearly 70% of their time just cleaning messy data before doing the analysis part or building any dashboard. So in today's video, we are starting our very first SQL Data Cleaning Project. This will be a part of data cleaning series. We will take a messy data set that is based on a beginner point of view and clean it step by step using SQL. But before we even start cleaning, we will follow the professional process that is used in companies. First, we will save the raw data set so the original data never get spoiled, right? Then we will create a working table and perform all the cleaning operations there. In this project, we are going to solve the data problems like duplicate records, missing values, incorrect email formats, wrong date formats, and extra spaces, and so many other things that analysts face in their real data sets, right? So if you are learning SQL for data analytics or preparing for a data analyst role, this type of project will help you understand how data cleaning actually works in practice, right? And if you want to participate in our SQL challenges or you want to learn SQL from the beginning, so you can join our upcoming batch. You can visit our website www.datapencil.org. You can also subscribe this channel and follow our official WhatsApp channel to get the notifications about new batches and upcoming challenges. Everything we share in our website, on our WhatsApp channel, and here in this YouTube channel, right? So you can join our course or challenges, and the best thing is that everything is free. After completion, you will earn your certificate too. So now let's open our messy data set and start identifying the problems hidden inside it. So this is our messy data set. It's just a dummy data set, right? So here you can see some highlighted values. These are highlighted rows. So what's happening here, look at this. In this email section, for the Pooja Singh, her email is null, means its value is not given here. So how we can deal with such values? We will see in this project. You can see here rohitgmail.com, @ is missing, right? Sometimes what happens, domain is also missing. So we will have to deal with such problems. So we will learn such things here in this project. Then you can see the incorrect date format here. This is again null value. Here again incorrect format, right? Now come to here. This is amount column, okay? In amount column, this is null value and here it is negative value. If we have to delete such negative values, rectify such amount, then how to do it? We will learn this as well. After this, see, look at here. At the first row, it is Amit Sharma, right? The email is given, city is given, order date, amount is given. Then again in this sixth row, which is order ID 5 and customer name is again Amit Sharma, email is same, city is same, order date is same, amount is same. So such values are called as duplicate value. Okay, if there are any duplicate values, then how to deal with duplicacy, we will learn this too. So now let's begin, and we are going to do this project using VS Code. Okay, we will perform it in VS Code, and a little use of MySQL will also be here. So just keep your VS Code and MySQL open. And one more thing, you can complete the whole project using MySQL as well. VS Code is just a very, a structured way to perform a standard project. And here you will also easily upload whatever your work will be done in the GitHub too. Okay, so VS Code is a good practice. Start using VS Code if you are not using yet. So let's begin. And these are the folders. We will firstly create these folders using VS Code only. Okay, so the folder structure is like this. The main folder will be of this name, SQL Data Cleaning Project. Then inside this main folder, there will be some subfolders. So first subfolder will be data. In this, we will save our raw data file and then the clean data file. Okay, because we are not going to mix the source data and whatever data we will convert after cleaning. We are not going to mix these two. Okay, the raw data will be saved in a separate file and the clean data will be in another file. Okay, after that there will be one more subfolder named SQL queries. Here we will perform all the related cleaning queries that will help to clean the data. Okay, then third folder will be of documentation. What steps we use to clean this data. This documentation part is important to present in front of the client what we did basically. Okay. Now, the tools that we are going to use is VS Code and MySQL. I already told this. So these are the queries that we will perform in this project, and then we will do the documentation part too. And then after that, at last, we will store everything. We will save everything on GitHub so that our recruiters can easily see what work we did, right? So let's open our VS Code firstly. And here we will connect with our SQL. So here you can see in this SQL tool, here it is written SQL local, right? From here it is a plug option. We have to connect, allow, and then mention the password. If you want to learn how to install VS Code, the basic information about VS Code, a separate video is there. The link is given in the description as well. So now we are going to create folders firstly. Okay, how can we create the folder? Just click on this file icon, then open folder. Okay, then choose where you want to create the folder. If you want to create it any drive, you can create. I am creating it on desktop. Okay, and write here new folder and name it as a data cleaning 1, as this is a first project of this series. Okay, now select folder. It's done. Okay, now just click on this data cleaning folder. After clicking on it, what we will do, we will create data folder, SQL queries folder and documentation folder. So here you can see new folder. Now make it data folder, then create SQL queries folder. Then after that, okay, sorry, just remove it. Now create SQL queries folder. And then after that, create the last one, documentation. Okay, these are the subfolders, correct? Now we will create 2 more folders inside this data folder. Okay, first one will be raw data and then it will be a clean data. So just select this folder and create another folder inside it. First one is raw data. Okay, and then second one is clean data. Fine. Now what we will do, we have to put the raw CSV file inside this raw data folder. Okay, and this one we will create after cleaning the data set. And then we will create one SQL file inside this SQL queries folder, and inside this file what we will do, we will perform all those 16 queries, right? And then in this documentation folder we will create one .md file. So see everything one by one. Let's firstly put our raw data in this raw data folder. So as I have saved it on desktop, this was the folder, correct? And this is the file. So I'm just simply copying this file and putting it inside this folder. You can see all 3 folders are here. So the data folder and here the raw data folder. Inside this folder, I'm going to paste my file. So here I have pasted my file and let's rename it as right? Dataset. Now, what we will do, just let's open this VS Code again and create the queries file. So first file that we will create, here it is written new file, just click on it and here write database creation .sql. Okay, so you can see new file is opened here. Now we will firstly create our database. Okay, so let's write here our first code. Okay, and our first code is create database and let's give the name as cleaning project 1. Okay, and let's run it. Run selected query. We have to click on it. Okay, just pick the connection, allow, and use your password. So our database is done. If you want to see if it is generated or not, what you can do, you can simply click on this SQL tools and here, once you will click on it, you will see that your cleaning project 1 database is created. Okay, you can check it on MySQL as well. Here, cleaning project 1 is created, correct? Now, the next step is we are going to create the table. So to create a table, what we will do, we will firstly create a new file and we will write here table creation .sql. Okay, now another file is open. Now here we will write the codes to create a table. So to create the file, these are the columns: order ID, customer name, email, city, order date, and the amount. And one thing here that we are going to take all the data types as varchar. Okay, after uploading the messy data set, later on we will change the data type. Firstly, we will use only varchar while creating this table for the raw data. Okay, so let's write create table and let's give the name to this table as orders raw. This table contains the details of orders, so we are writing orders and then raw as it is a raw table for the raw data. Now mention all the columns along with their data type. So we are taking only varchar and let's give the limit as 20 here. Also, let's copy this varchar as we are going to use it repeatedly. After that, the next column is customer name, again varchar, and increase the limit here. Let's give it 50. After that, the next one is email, and here again varchar 40, comma. Then it is a city column, again varchar, comma, order date. Okay, and here again varchar. Then amount, again varchar. So this is it. All columns are done. Now close the parenthesis and put colon and the select whole code, right click, run selected query. Okay, it's done. Now if you want to check whether this table is created or not, just click on this and in this cleaning project 1 under this tables, you have to refresh as it is shown. Okay, it is showing nothing here because we haven't used the database. So firstly we have to write here use cleaning project 1. Okay, after that this thing will appear in our required database. Now run it again and now refresh. So here you can see that cleaning project 1 table and orders raw table is created. Okay, now we will load the data using MySQL. So just click on your desired required database, which is cleaning project 1, and here the orders raw. In this table we are going to load the data, so just right click on it and then table data import wizard, then choose the path where data is saved. So this is our data in CSV format. Now next, and just check the source column and the destination column, all seems fine. Next again, next, and it is done. Okay, all records are imported. Now what we will do, we will create the cleaned file. Okay, now it's time to create the cleaned file. So this raw data we have loaded, correct? Now we will create this cleaned file. How can we? Let's see. So for that, firstly, just click on it, Explorer, and use this file, table creations, because here we are writing the codes to create the table. Our raw data table is created. Now we are going to create a table of cleaned data. Okay, so let's write create table and let's give the name to this table. So let's name it as orders cleaned, and then write as select all columns from orders raw table. Okay, and this is it means everything will be copied here. Now right click and just run it. It's done. Now if you want to see whether this clean table is created or not, just refresh, and here you can see orders clean table is generated. Now whatever changes we will do, it will reflect here in this orders clean data, and this orders raw data will be untouched. Correct? Fine. Now let's create another file where we will perform the queries to clean the data. How can we do it? Just click on this SQL queries and here new file, and right here queries.sql. Okay, our new file is open now. Now here we will perform all the queries one by one. So our first query was detect duplicate records. Okay, so here our query number 1, detect duplicate records, make it a comment. Now write the code to detect duplicate records. How can we detect? Firstly write select. Okay, now we are going to select all the columns, because basically we are going to detect the duplicate rows here. So for the rows we have to select all the columns. Write select customer name, comma email, comma city, comma order date, comma amount, and then count such rows. So we will apply count function here. From which table? So from orders clean table. Correct? Now we will use group by customer name, comma email, comma city, comma order date, comma amount, and then we have to filter it because we want the duplicacy, means the number of rows will be more than 1. Okay, so having count should be greater than 1. I hope it's clear. Now let's run it. So here you can see the row which is duplicate. It is showing here Amit Sharma. See, look at here Amit Sharma. Okay, and this Amit Sharma. This row was duplicate, correct? So now we will use our second query to delete duplicate records. Now how can we delete it? So firstly just copy this thing, and this is our query number 2. Now, so how can we remove duplicate record? Let's firstly see how our original table looks like. So this is our original table. Okay, here Amit Sharma and here again Amit Sharma. Now let's write the code to remove the second one, Amit Sharma. For that we will write the second one, Amit Sharma, means the order ID is greater than this order ID. Okay, the first Amit Sharma's order ID is 1. The second Amit Sharma's order ID is 5. It means we are going to delete the order IDs which are greater. Okay, how can we do it? We will write delete from orders clean table where order ID not in this list, means in this list we are going to mention all those order IDs that are not showing any duplicacy. Correct? How can we get that? So we will write select order ID from select all the minimum order IDs as order ID from orders cleaned and group by customer name, email, city, order date, amount, and we are giving this as a temporary table. Okay, and let's close this parenthesis, and this is it. So basically what we did here, we selected the minimum order IDs, okay, from this whole table after using the group by with customer name, email. How we are grouping it? By customer name, email, city, order date, and all rest of the columns. Okay, so once we will select the minimum order ID, so we will get this order ID 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. This will not come. Then 6, 7, 8, and other order IDs will also come. And it is saying to delete all such order IDs which are not in this list, means this 5 will not be in this list. So it will automatically delete this duplicate row whose order ID is 5. I hope it's clear. Okay, now let's run it and select query. It's done. Now let's check whether it's deleted or not. So how can you check? Let's open it again, and Amit Sharma, and now there is no Amit Sharma. Okay, means the order whose ID was 5 was deleted from here. Correct, guys? Now we will perform third query, which is to find the null emails. How can we find null emails? See, you might be thinking that this whole code is very difficult, how to know it. So if you have a basic understanding about subqueries, then it will be a super easy thing for you. If you don't have, then you might think that what it is happening. So it is about the concept of subquery, guys. Okay, and if you want to gain the basic knowledge or advanced knowledge of SQL, you can join our course DataPencil SQL plus AI course. It is absolutely free to join. And after completing the course, you will earn the certificate as well. After completing the course, after gaining the knowledge of SQL, of subqueries, this thing will be a piece of cake for all of you. Okay, so it is nothing rocket science. It is very, very easy. Now let's write our query number 3. So we are going to find the null emails. And one more thing, if you have completed the course or you have completed the course from somewhere else but is still not getting the things what I am writing here, what it is all happening, so just keep patience. Just perform all these queries by watching the videos only. If you are like you are not able currently to use your own brain, then no problem. You can simply copy. Okay, just try to understand bit by bit. Then what will happen after completing all these 16 queries? Then after completing one more project, one more project, one more project, in the end you will see, okay, now I got it. So this thing works like this, like practice is mandatory here. At the first query, you might feel difficulty. Second query, third query, 10th query, 100th query, you might feel difficulty. But please keep your patience. Okay, don't lose your patience. But I can guarantee that after 100th query, you will actually feel confident and you will behave like pro. Okay, so now let's find null emails. How can we find it? Simply write select all columns from our clean table, orders cleaned, okay, where email is null. This is it. Where email is null. Okay, now let's run this part. So here we have such rows where email is null. So in this query, what we found? We found the null values. The above query, what we did? We found the duplicate records and then we deleted the duplicate records. Here we are finding null values. Now what we will do? How to replace this null value? So null value we can replace if we have correct data to replace it with. Okay. And if we don't have correct data, then what we will do? We will ask our client, we will ask our manager, ask our senior or whomsoever we have to report. They will suggest us that to replace this email with such value. Okay, or they will provide you the correct email of their data. So now suppose our client is saying to fill such null values as unknown@email.com. Okay, what they are saying? They are saying to fill null emails as unknown@email.com. Correct? Now, so this is our fourth query, means to replace the missing emails. So just copy it and paste it here. So we are going to replace the null emails with the unknown@email.com. Now we will simply write update, okay, update, and then after that, what we have to update? We have to update our table, which is orders clean table, and then we will use set email is equal to, okay, email is equal to this thing. Just copy it. Where email is null. Easy guys, it is easy. I hope you are also finding it easy. We just did the updation here. Okay, in update what we do, we simply set the values like this. Okay, now let's select this code and run it. It's done. If you want to see how your table looks like, so just click on the table, and now this was the null value, correct? So here you can simply see that it is replaced with the unknown@email.com. Successfully done. Okay, now the next job is to detect invalid emails. Invalid email means those emails which don't have a domain, which don't have @. So such emails will be considered as invalid email. How can we detect? So you must have heard the like keyword. You remember the like keyword, right? We are going to use the like keyword here. So let's write select all the columns from our orders clean table where email not like this. What? Percentage, @ percentage, dot, percentage. Now, are you getting what it is? So it means, percentage means what? Means some value should be before the @, like Manas @gmail.com. So Manas, some values are there, correct? So percentage means some values should be there. Then after @ again, there is one percentage. It means after @ there must be some values again. Then a dot should be there, and then after dot, some values should be there. Okay, so this means simply like this, and let's run the select query. And here you can see that this Rohit Gmail doesn't contain @, so it is showing in our result window. Now the next query is to fix such mails. How can we fix it? It is a very interesting thing. How can we fix? So firstly, let's copy this query and we will use the update command again. So write update. Update what? We want to update this orders clean table. You can see that raw table is untouched. We are not doing anything from the raw table. Everything we are updating in this order clean table. Okay, so update order clean table and set email is equal to rohit@gmail.com where order ID is this 10. So let's write 10 here. This is it. We want to simply update this email, and we can update it in this way. So now let's run this. Okay, now it's done. Okay, if you want to see if it's updated or not, simply just click on it, and here you can see that Rohit@gmail.com is here. I hope it's clear. Okay, now the next task for us to fix the extra spaces in customer name. How can we fix extra spaces? So let's copy this query. So to fix the extra spaces, we will simply use trim. Okay, how can we use? See, right, update. What we have to update? The same, our orders clean table. And here we are going to set customer name. Okay, just trim it. So basically trim function does what? It simply remove all the leading or trailing unwanted spaces. Okay, now let's run it. And all leading and trailing spaces has been deleted. Okay, fine. Now come to our query number 8, and this query is about fixing the spelling mistake, okay, in city column. So now simply how can we fix? We will again use the update command. Okay, orders clean table. Now set city is equal to Mumbai. Okay, Mumbai, where city is equal to Mumbai. This is it, because we have seen that the spelling here, it is Mumbai written. Okay, the space is there in between. So now it's done. Our spelling mistake is also done, fixed. Now our 9th query, and 9th query is about removing the extra spaces in city column. So the same process we will follow again, and we will simply write update command. Okay, orders clean table, and set city is equal to trim city. So this thing will remove the leading and trailing spaces. Now let's run it. It's done. Okay, now it's time to fix the date format issue. So let's see how our table looks like. So here you can see that in this order date column we have different formats. Okay, the first format you are seeing here, it is date, and this 01 denotes month. See, everywhere it is 01 01 01 01. It is a month. Okay, so here we are seeing 4 different formats. So first one, at the start it is month, day, then month, then y, means it is DD MM Y format, correct? Then the second format you are seeing here is YYY DD MM, correct? And the third format you are seeing here is MM DD YYY. Okay, so month, date and years are interchanged, different values, and they are interchanged there, right? And the last one, fourth one, the last value you are seeing here is null value too. Okay, so how to convert all these into a single format, which is YYY MMDD. Okay, we are going to convert these string into a standard SQL format, which is YYYY MMDD, year, month and then date. So we will deal this date issue in 4 different queries. So the query number 10 here, it says to fix the date format where YYYDDMM is written. Okay, so let's copy it and paste it here, and now we will see how we can do it. So for that, firstly, so now to convert it, what function we will use? So there is a function called a string to date function. Basically, this function convert the text string into date or date time value. Okay, so all these values which are in text form currently, in a string format currently, they will get converted into a proper date value or date time value, right? Let's see how this string to date function works. So for that, we will firstly write update orders clean table, and then set the order date column equals to, and here we will apply a string to date function. And the syntax of a string to date function is, we have to write a string to date, then parenthesis, and then we have to mention the name of the column on which we are applying this. So it is order date, then after that the current date format in this value. So current date format we are taking for the YYYDDMM. It means we are going to fix this one where YYY DD MM. So where order ID 8, we are going to fix this date firstly. Okay. So now we will write here the format, current format. So it is %y. Instead of writing YYY DDMM, we have to write it in this way, means %y dash %d dash %m, right? Now closing of this parenthesis, and then where order date, okay, where order date, then we will apply regular expression. Guys, this regular expression we use to check the pattern, okay? So where this pattern is meeting, the pattern that we will write, if this pattern is meeting, only those rows you have to convert using the string to date function. Okay, so now let's start writing the pattern. So regular expression, and it should be start with 0 to 9, any number between 0 to 9, okay? And it must be of 4 digit. So we have to write it like this, 0 to 9 and then this curly brackets 4. It means it can be any number between 0 to 9 and that number must be of 4 digits. It means year 1998, 1988, okay, or 1992. These are of 4 digits, okay, and all the numbers that year contain is in between the 0 to 9. I hope it's clear. Okay, so this is the way to write regular expression here. And after that, there must be the hyphen. Okay, now just use the colon, means our code is done. So what we are doing here, we are updating the orders clean table where we are setting the order date as a standard date format of SQL. Okay, so that format will come by using this function string to date, because its function is to convert the text string into the standard date format. Okay, and this is the syntax where we have to write the column name and the existing format, whatever the existing format, right? Then we have applied the filtration. So apply this string to date function on this row only where this pattern will meet, means where the starting is with this 4-digit value. It could be 1998, it could be 1882 or whatever. I hope it's clear. Now let's run this query and it's done. Now let's check. So yeah, this is orders clean table, and here you will see that this row is now converted to YYYMMDD, okay, which is the standard date format of SQL. I hope it's clear. Now in our query number 11, we are going to fix the date where format is written in this way, MMDDYY, okay. So how can we fix it? We will simply use the update orders cleaned. Now we will set order date equals to string to date function. We will apply a string to date function, okay, on the order date column, comma, the existing date format, where the existing date format is DD YY. Okay, the way of writing is this. Now, where order date is matching the pattern, to match the pattern, we will use regular expression. Okay, and it should be start with any number between 0 to 9. It must be of 2 digits, so it must be of 2 digits, correct? Hyphen any number between 1 to 3. Okay, as well as any number between 0 to 9, means this thing will make a number which could be, the initial number can be, see, it can be 1, 8. So see, 1 lies between 1 to 3 and 8 also lies between 0 to 9. It could be something like 2, 4. So 2 lies between 1 to 3 and 4 lies between 0 to 9, right? But it could not be 4 to 8. 4, 8. It cannot be 4, 8. Why? Because 4 doesn't lie between 1 and 3. Okay, so this is the way of writing. As well as if it is matching the pattern where the numbers are between 0 to 9 and total digits are 4. Okay, so this is a way of writing the regular expression for date where format is MMDDYYY. Here 4, it means it must be a year. YYYY. Now let's run it. It's done. Okay, so let's check whether this MMDDYY issue has been resolved or not. So this issue was in this last row, right? And you can see now it is converted to YYYMMDD, right? I hope it's clear. Okay, now come to our 12th query, and in this query we will fix the date format where format is in DDMMYYY form. So here again, what we will write update, orders clean table, correct? We are going to set the order date column, okay, using a string to date function, convert the order date column where format is DD MMY. This is it. Now where order date pattern is matching with a regular expression which starts with any number between 0 to 9, okay, and it must be of 2 digits, means it is date, DD. All right, hyphen any number between 0 to 9, it must be of 2 digit, hyphen any number between 0 to 9, it must be of 4 digit. Okay, and this is it. Now let's run it, and after running, let's see if it's updated or not. So now let's check. Okay, so here we can see that all dates are in proper YYYMMDD format. See, okay, now it's time to treat this null value. So for treating the null values, you have to take the suggestion of your client. Whatever they suggest, you have to act accordingly. So here I am going to replace this null value with a date. Okay, suppose my client has said that replace this null value with a date which is 2024 1st of Jan, right? So I am going to replace it with it. So firstly we will find the missing dates. This is our query number 13. Okay, that's right. So to find out the null values, we first simply have to write select all from orders clean table. Okay, and where order date is null. This is it. Now let's run it. So here we have one row, it returns one row, so this value is null, and now we will replace this null value with a value which is 2024 0101. Okay, so this is our query number 14th, that we have to replace our missing date with this. Okay, now how can we have to simply write update orders clean table, set order date equals 2024 0101, where order date is null. That's it. Now let's run it. Now let's run it and it's done. Now let's check whether our data is cleaned or not. So here we can see that all values are now in proper format. All date values are in proper format. Okay, so by this way we can change the format, we can correct the format, and the standard SQL format is year, month, then date. Okay, now let's come to our next query, and this query is about fixing the negative amount. Okay, so first of all we will, so let's copy it and paste it here. So here we are going to fix the negative amount like this. This is the negative amount, minus 500. All right, how can we do it? So we have to simply write update what? Orders clean table, and then after that set amount equals to absolute value of amount. I hope you all know the function absolute. Absolute does what? It removes all the negative value, it gives the positive values. Okay, then where amount is less than 0. Simple. Now let's run it. It's done, and let's check whether it's converted to a positive value or not. So here you can see it was 500 negative, but now it is a positive number, right? Now the last one is we have to change this null value. So how can we? Either your client will say that remove this thing, okay, whatever null values you have, so you can simply remove it. If they are saying to replace it with some value, then we cannot replace it with any value that we want. We have to ask the suggestions and then we have to act accordingly. Okay, so our 16th query is to fix the null value, and my client has said that just replace this null value with 0. Okay, so I'm going to replace this value with 0. So how can we? We firstly use the update command, update orders clean table, and then set amount column value as 0, where amount is null. Okay, now let's run it. It's done. Now once you will check, you will see that your data is fully clean. It's converted to 0. Now you can do the analysis. Your data is ready for the analysis. All order IDs are correct. There is no duplicacy. The customer name is correct. Okay, email is correct. The @ is everywhere, and domain name is also everywhere. There is no duplicacy. No spelling mistake in the city. Everything is fine. Date format is also correct. Amount is also correct. So this was the very small dummy data, so that you can understand how to deal with the messiness. Okay, in the next project we will see some data with more difficulty. We will create more difficult project, but as a beginner you can complete this project and you can add this in your portfolio. All right, now one thing is left. We will upload our work on GitHub and the documentation part as well. So but before doing that, what we will do, we will check the data types, and then we have to modify the data types as well, so that we can prevent any further wrong entry. Okay, so how can we check? We have to simply use the describe function. Describe orders clean table. Okay, now let's run it. Okay, so here you can see the data types of all column is varchar, right? Now we have to convert this data type into an appropriate data types according to the columns. So order ID should be in integer, customer name should be in varchar, it is email varchar again, order date should be in date, amount should be in integer. Okay, these two will remain in the varchar. So how to change the data type? Let's see this thing. So the next query, in this next query we will change the data types. How can we? We will simply use the alter table. Okay, which table we are going to alter? So we are going to alter orders cleaned table, and here you have to modify order ID column, okay, with an integer data type. Modify customer name column with varchar, okay. Then modify email column again with varchar, modify city column with varchar, modify order date column with date function, and then modify amount with integer data type. Okay, now let's run it, and here it is, email. Okay, after running, it's done. Now let's check again our table. So here you will see that the data types are changed. Now if any further entry will come, so it will not be a messy data. Okay, no messy entry will come. I hope it's clear. Now it's time to create the documentation. Okay, we will create a file here. Okay, and the name of this file will be data cleaning report.md. Just enter, and here we will write. So here we will write all the highlights that we did here in our project. Okay, so what we did, we have simply did the SQL Data Cleaning Project. Okay, the objective of this project was to clean a messy orders dataset using SQL, then the data issues that we have identified, and then the cleaning steps that we have taken. Okay, and then it is the last step where we have converted the data types. So this is for the documentation. All done. Now it's time to upload our whole project on GitHub. So for that, you are seeing this icon, source control, then initialize repository. Okay, now you must be seeing here a plus icon. So here we will click on it. So it is done, staging is done. Then we will write our message here that it is initial commit, and then click on this commit icon. It's done. Okay, and then publish. Here at the bottom right corner, you are seeing that it is publishing there. So let it get published, then we will check. It's done. Now it is open to GitHub. Let's open it. So here you can see that our data cleaning is here. Here we have data, documentation, and the SQL queries. Okay, we can add here readme file also. So let's add the readme file. Add a readme file. So readme file means what? It is basically a description what we are doing in this project. So we created a data cleaning project, dataset has such issues. Okay, the tools that we have used, and then the cleaning steps that are involved, and then the concept that we have used, the final result, the project structure. You can change it as per your need. Whatever need is there, you can change accordingly. Now commit changes. It's done. Now you can see your readme file is appear. So this is it. You have completed your first data cleaning project and then uploaded it on GitHub. Now you can copy the link of this project and simply share it on different platforms so that recruiters can reach and see your work. Okay, so this will be definitely a strong project for your portfolio. Subscribe the channel so that you can see more projects like that, because it's a series. We are going to create more projects related to the data cleaning. All right, so guys, take care, bye bye, and keep practicing.